Hello, welcome to part 2, Colossus. That chanting in the background. Something I really like about the Spyro trilogy. Every single level, in my opinion, feels really unique. Every single level. I can't really think of an instance where I felt like they were reusing the same sort of thing. The closest I can get is Breeze Harbor and Zephyr, and even then it's established that they're battling each other. You'll see that later. But yeah, there's probably something in Spyro 3. I've not played Spyro 3 in a while. Okay. No clue why I went in the menu here. Actually, while I'm in the sound menu, I apologise. I'm sorry for the fact that, if you're wearing headphones, I apologise for the fact that the sound's only coming out of the left one. Because, yeah. For some reason my capture card's doing that with PS1 games. It's probably, I'm gonna see about it, but yeah. The problem was probably right there in the sounds, to be honest. But it happened with the PlayStation 1 sound effect as well, if I recall correctly. So it's clearly not Spyro, it's the PS1. So yeah. Okay, so, in Colossus there's a Yeti rampaging around, which they've managed to trap in a room. And the objective of this level is to go and deal with that Yeti for them. No doubt we'll have our first boss battle in this level then, won't we? They also have the power of magic to raise stuff. Right, that's important. Enemies that are really large, like the big foes in Glimmer, or these big yaks in this level, are invincible to the charge attack. They cannot be harmed by it. Likewise, there are enemies immune to the flame, but we'll get to them when we get to them.
Each time you defeat an enemy, it will release a spirit particle.
Is it just me, or does Zoe's voice sound really high-pitched there? Like, way more high-pitched than it should be. It always distracts me. Every single time I reach that part of the game, it distracts me. It's like, why is her voice so high-pitched?
Hey, look what I can do.
I think everyone can do what you can do. Still awesome saving though. Life! Remember the statues. This level has one orb challenge, which involves those statues. You will want to remember where they are. So, yeah, Colossus, I think it's got a nice aesthetic to it. I think it's got a decent I'm gonna say this all over the place, haven't I? I really like the level design in Spyro 2. I think there's probably only one level I'm not a fan of in terms of design, but we'll get to that when we get to it. It's certainly not this level. It feels like a big 3D world.
Remember Hunter's advice?
Yeah, Zoe says this even if you've not speak to Hunter. So how would you remember Hunter's advice if you hadn't spoke to Hunter? It's not like the game forces you to go and speak to him. But yeah, that's a lie anyway. I think I covered that when we did the orb challenge involving Hunter. The fastest, the best glide is actually going via a charge jump. Anyway, there's the big antagonist of this level.
I think you should kill that Yeti.
It says torch.
In fact, I'm sure you're up to it.
Right, so let's go and take on what has got to be, no doubt. Spyro, move it. Yeah, you notice that's what a power-up looks like when it's off. We need one more spirit particle to activate that power-up. So let's go take on the boss of this level, the Yeti. This is awfully long intro cutscene. Battle over.
I thought the Yeti was tougher than that. I guess he was all done.
What tougher than the ability to break down a building? You silly little guy. So we get the talisman for doing nothing. Really, he could have walked in, and he would have won because the Yeti took itself out. What that did do, if you paid attention to the cutscene though, well, interestingly, the Yeti counts as a spirit particle. So here we go. But if you paid attention to the cutscene, you'll have noticed that some windows broke as well. So yeah, we've got new level spots to go to. Now, this guy, do we know this guy? He's being haunted by a ghastly.
Oh, thank goodness you scared that
Professor.
away. But
Evil spirit. Why do I get the impression that this should not be a mix? Right. So, remember how I said we need to remember where the statues are? This is why. You have to flame every statue in this level. Yeah. I'm not a big fan of it, but at the same time, I won't object to it, if that makes sense. Right. So, what happens? So, you see those metal boxes there? They can only be broken by power-ups of some sort, or you can fire those sort of missiles at them. Generally, though, a super flame is what a super flame or a supercharge. We'll get to those when we get to them, or what you need to break those capsules open. Super flame, I advise that you get familiar with. The super flame gets a nice, awesome awesome function in this game. So yeah, these statues are littered all over the level. So yeah. So this is us all the way through the level. Having there's no more at the start, and if you'll recall correctly, there's one more inside the building, which I'm not going to right now for some reason. It's been a while since I recorded the Summer Forest footage. So, if you'll recall correctly, the windows broke. They lead to this area, but we're going by the roof because we're badasses. I mentioned earlier that yaks could be beaten by the charge. An example of something that cannot be beaten by the flame is those metal jars. If you flame the metal jars, then you'll get no reaction. They'll shake. That's it. You won't be breaking them open. So, ice physics. They're always lovely when you encounter them in a game, aren't they? Well, actually.
Ah, Spyro, welcome.
Hockey is a peaceful and calming sport.
2 minutes to score 5.
I know many people who play hockey that would disagree with you. Alright. This is the second orb challenge in this thing. The first one being that one that we got to earlier. What we need to do is we need to score 5 goals against this goalkeeper. I think you can guess what's going to happen afterwards. Come on, there's 2 goals. You know what's going to happen afterwards. Right. I don't think I do this to the best of my skill. So yeah. You can't jump when you're on the ice, by the way. Mentioning that right now. You can't charge and you can't jump. You can flame. But the flame isn't going to be used here because that much because, well, we'll have the puck in our mouth, won't we? Okay, that didn't go that far from the goalie. Yeah, I like this ice hockey thing, but at the same time, I'm not the biggest fan of it. Interestingly, you don't have to shoot it in. If you can get Spyro into there without him being stopped by the goalie, then technically the puck has entered the goal. And it reads it as having entered the goal. So yeah. So that was 5 goals, which means we get our orb. Give me the orb, Kip. That's our 4th orb. Our first one in Colossus, though.
Try a game of one-on-one.
Ooh. Now that's interesting. 1-on-1. Yeah, I think everyone saw this coming. The second challenge, after you get the 5 goals, is to go and do the one-on-one challenge. This is your opponent. Something I like is the hockey gets its own music. In fact, I need to find that music. I used to have a channel called Iblituzer where I extended a whole bunch of music, and I think I did say I was going to do a lot of Spyro 2, but in retrospect, I think I missed this track. I don't think I got the hockey song. Right, so where is this guy? Where is the puck? If you don't have the puck, that guy's going to try and tackle you for it. So yeah. Just letting you know, that guy is not a harmless little cretin, but you can flame him over and over and it's so satisfying. Yeah, you see that? He tried to tackle me, but he missed. Just like I missed the goal. Right, so there's the puck, but our goalie is an idiot. Yeah, you see how the opposing goalie's been shooting it at the other guy? Why isn't our goalie doing that? Our goalie doesn't pass it to us. That's one of the few things that really bugs me. It's the opposing goalie passes to the red skater, but we don't get the puck passed to us. In retrospect, I should not have let him get that puck. It does avoid revealing something though, which I'll be happy about. Because there's something I want to save for an extra video. And if I had won this without losing a point, let's just say I would have revealed that extra video's contents before I'd have revealed. Yeah, I'm happy that I didn't score. I'm happy I didn't get a perfect game here because it lets me keep something to reveal later. So yeah, I generally don't like the one-on-one game. I don't know, playing against the skater is a bit boring in my mind. The one-on-one penalty shootout's perfectly fine, but I don't like playing against that skater because your goalie is so inadequate. It's something that bugs me in a lot of games actually, where you've got a friendly AI helping you out. They just don't. They're no use. Interesting, you can keep playing the hockey as well, but we're not going to. There's nothing else you can gain from it apart from... No, there is nothing else you can gain from it after getting the orb. So yeah. We still have these statues to go after though. And you'll notice that we haven't gotten all the gems. So yeah. Still some stuff for us to get. We already know where the last thing is, don't we? That chanting. I like that chanting, it's awesome. I still think a professor talking about evil spirits is a little bit... Yeah. I don't know, it doesn't click. You should be talking about how they're not real or they're just some embodiment of something or some stuff like that. Alright. Are these the last gems that we need? That's our first completed level. So what'd you say we leave and we go and do another level? Yeah, what did he think was going to happen when he was teaching him how to levitate stuff? You don't stand on something if you're teaching someone how to levitate stuff. You're going to get squished. Oh, little dummy. Right. You know that guy? Yeah, Moneybags again.
Hello there, Spyro.
We're about to learn how to swim underwater, which is going to open up the rest of Summer Forest and allow us to complete this next level that we're going to enter. So, we still can't complete Summer Forest, so I'm not going to go out of my way to complete it. I am going to try and do a little bit of cleanup now though. So I think it's worth doing. You see that? The blue butterfly. It can emerge from fodder as well. So, we're going to... You remember there was a pool of water? There was a river near the Glimmer Portal? That leads to an underwater cavern. That underwater cavern in turn leads somewhere, so why don't we just go ahead and see where it leads? You remember after the hunter thing, we looked at somewhere and there was something shining in the distance, wasn't there? We need to do something about this, don't we? And up we go. Ooh, stairs. What's up at the top of these stairs? Ooh, an orb. Just for the taking. So yeah, let's go to the next level now. The next level is going to be Idle Springs, which is one of my favourite ones. It's one of the better ones. I wouldn't say it's an awesome level, but it's got a charm that makes it one of my favourites. I don't know. So yeah, let's go in. I will see you on the next part, where we start off Idle Springs. Enjoy this cutscene, I think it's really good.